Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here are today's Hot Talkers.
Expert and TV personality Brian Baltazar. Michael Yo, host of The Michael Yo Show on Sirius XM. And entertainment journalist Devyn Simone. Oh my gosh, y'all look good. Y'all ready for some hot topics?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. Okay, everyone's talking about the two Fyre Festival documentaries. Remember, Ja Rule and businessman Billy McFarland promised the party of the decade, but delivered a big-ass disaster. Okay, now supermodels who promoted the event may be forced to testify on how much they were paid. Kelly Jenner was allegedly paid $250,000 to post on Instagram. Bella Hadid, Hailey Bieber, and Chanel Iman appeared in a promotional video. Okay.
I will say this. I have a 2-year-old son. I wouldn't let Ja Rule plan his birthday party. You know what I mean? You show up, there's sexy Disney characters, no food. I'm like, what's going on, Ja Rule? You're supposed to play in this huge concert? No.
Right?
No.
Right?
No.
Did you guys see the documentaries?
Oh my gosh,
yes.
and Michael brings up a very good point. Well, clap from the audience. Did you guys see the documentaries? Clap. Did you watch it? Yep, everybody. I mean, it was a hot mess, and it should have been suspect the minute Ja Rule was involved, right? But the only thing he's doing is beefing with 50 Cent and losing on Twitter and Instagram, so we should have known.
But there's a little part of like when you see someone fall down and you laugh a little bit, when you see these people show up thinking they were going to these luxury villas and there's like tents with wet mattresses.
Yeah.
It's like crazy bad. You're like,
I mean,
oh my God, that's terrible, but oh my God.
They were leftover hurricane tents.
Right, but those models, those influencers are now being subpoenaed because they want to know first of all, $250,000 for an Instagram post. I've done a lot more for a lot less.
Okay.
So, I mean, honestly, but they want to know where all this money went because millions of dollars are basically unaccounted for. And they want to know, first of all, did they say it was an ad in their post? Are they being upfront? They're like, go to this festival. You know nothing about it, but go to this festival.
Those models have nothing to do with this. They just advertise it. It's not their responsibility to make sure everything goes right. You know what I mean? You can't blame them. No.
Okay.
You cannot blame them for nothing.
It's not their responsibility to make sure it goes well, but literally by the Federal Trade Commission, it is their responsibility to post that it's a hashtag ad.
Oh, so if they did that, it's going to change the whole dynamic?
Well, you know that she's never been there. Like, Kendall had never even been on the island, by the way, and she's posting, I'm gonna live this life, it's gonna be so great. She's never even been there.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Why isn't Ja Rule in prison?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Billy McFarland is there. Why isn't Ja Rule right next to him? Hey, what's up, dude? Waving through the bars.
Because I'm sure Ja Rule, like the models, were paid to promote this. He's not a partner in it. He pretended like he was a partner.
Or he snitched and gave up all the deets, maybe, and that's how he got
he's
out
the Michael
of it,
Cohen of it all. Is that what you're saying? He's like, okay.
But along the way, he's saying he's a creative director of this company, and he's an integral part of it until it all hits the fan. Then he's like, oh, no, I didn't have much to do with it.
Can we talk about the bigger problem? Social media, it's not real, people. And when you take it, these young people think everything they see on social media is real. And that's why I guarantee you no people 40 and up showed up to this thing, because they knew. They knew.
All right.
They knew.
Okay, well, let's moving on. Sunday night's live musical Rent didn't soar in the ratings because it was not live. Okay, so, but after one of the lead actors broke his foot during rehearsal, the cast announced the network was going to air a pre-taped dress rehearsal instead. They also told viewers to stay tuned because only the last 10 minutes of the show would be live. I know, it's unfortunate because, you know, the show must go on and all of that. Now, Michael, you interviewed...
Brendan Hunt.
Yes.
He was the actor that rolled his ankle. He's playing Roger in it. I talked to him yesterday on the show, and he was devastated by it. He broke it the night before. They had to make all these decisions to actually do it. And at the end of it all, they did the 10-minute live segment, and he said Adam Pascal, who played Roger in the original, came up to him and said, "This is a blessing from God." He goes, "'Cause look at your ankle, and now you're trending on Twitter." So there you go. You know what I mean? So he has big faith. He believes in God. So he says everything happens for the reason, and he will recover from this. So there you go. And that's
Do you think that viewers turned it off because it wasn't live? Because, you know, they could have had an understudy. They had no understudies ready for this, so we had to do it. So they had to roll those tape. But do you think people didn't watch it because it wasn't live, or just because it wasn't as...
I mean, my opinion is I think the subject matter isn't what we're dealing with today. Like, it's about HIV, it's about dying, and that's not as topical today. Remember, this came out in the 80s. You know what I mean? So
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know that. That's
and also, you got to remember, on the East Coast, it started 5 minutes late. So I think that took a big hit, too.
That is where, not that we're ever, or I'm ever on time for things, but if you tune in, please tell me, would you sit and watch something for 5 minutes, just blank screen? Clap if you would. See, now they would turn. And then if they tell you when you're expecting it to be live, like, oh, the last 10 minutes are gonna be live, I would turn it off, maybe turn it back on in the last 10 minutes, and watch the show.
Well, let me ask you all this. Does this kill the desire to watch another live show, or is this a one-off? I mean, what do you think about live performances on television?
I don't think live will ever die. We're live right now, by the way.
Yeah. Live will never die.
You can beat a live performance. There's something about you never know what will happen, but it has to be live to do it. And that's why theater's so exciting. That's why a live talk show is so exciting.
So are you saying they should have canceled it? Are you saying they should have canceled it?
They could have postponed it. They should, you know what, have backup understudies. All the dancers there are used to being an understudy. Have somebody ready.
Yeah, right. Or let him come out in the wheelchair. Do the show. More people would have watched if they saw him rolling out in that wheelchair, doing his performance. It would have gone viral.
And then it would have been live.
Everybody else would have been watching.
So you're really live.
And the rehearsals aren't as energized. You know, when they know it's a rehearsal and they're taping it, they're still kind of half dancing, half singing because they want to save it for the big night. And also, there's something to be said for nervous adrenaline that amps up a performance. So it's tough. It's a shame.
All right, let's see what you feel about this. Major drama for Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. According to TMZ, Rob was supposed to drop off their daughter, Dream, with Chyna on Saturday for her regularly scheduled visit, but Chyna was MIA. Turns out she was in Hawaii with her boyfriend, a rapper named Kid Boo. That's Kid Boo. Okay, Boo. Okay, Boo.
Put it away, Boo.
So
Put it away,
Blac
Boo.
Chyna, sources claim Rod did not try reaching out and could have dropped Dream off at Chyna's home to her nanny, like he's done in the past. All right.
Well, he shows up to drop it to the nanny, looks on his Instagram, and he sees Boo doing this right here. he ain't dropping that baby off there. Look, she's in Hawaii. Come on now. Come on.
All right. So what do you think, Devyn? Would you give up your baby for time with the nanny?
Absolutely not. I'm with Mike, especially not if she's making choices where she's dating guys like YBN, Young Almighty J, and Kid Boo, ew, then absolutely not. She clearly has issues making good choices. I would hold on to my child.
All right, well, drama seems to follow Blac Chyna. Just yesterday, the cops were called after she and Kid Boo got into a violent fight at their Hawaii hotel, because it wasn't paradise, apparently, in Hawaii. Okay, she allegedly scratched him, and he allegedly choked her.
Money can't buy you class.
No.
That's all I gotta say.
But do you think that Rob can use this against her?
Absolutely. This is when you are sharing custody, as they are, and something like this happens, that gives you an argument to go to the judge and say, she's not being a fit parent. Bye, Felicia. I want more custody of my kid.
And the most The most important part of all this, a 10-month-old child is involved. If you can't step up for your kid, who are you going to step up for? You know, you need to be adults, and they need to get this thing together. Seriously.
Yeah, and the other thing that we aren't mentioning is I mean, I still can't unsee that video, but there's a tattoo that we blurred out that is anti-Semitic, you know? So I think Black China needs to check herself and just kind of figure out what's right. You know, it's not just her involved, like you said.
And the guy's 30, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm Team Rob. Okay.
Team Rob.
So, moving on, Angela Bassett's husband.
I'm sorry, this is hilarious.
Angela Bassett's husband exposed a big secret about her upcoming sequel to Black Panther. Check this out. Now, if you haven't seen the first Black Panther, cover your ears. Michael B. Jordan dies at the end of the movie. Sorry if I spoiled that for you.
Alert.
What?
Spoiler alert for the movie that came, you know, over a year ago.
Over $1 billion. If you don't know, that's your problem.
Okay, now, when Angela was recently asked if the entire cast is returning for the sequel, her husband, Courtney B. Vance, jumped in and spilled the beans. Take a look at this.
Is everybody back for the sequel?
I would assume so.
Yes, just go ahead and say it. Yes, everyone will be there.
Back. I mean, and maybe
Courtney
they
gets
can
to the
bring
point.
Michael
Yes,
back.
yes.
I know. I was thinking.
Well,
of
I
Michael,
mean,
you
we
know.
didn't technically see every.
Go into the ocean,
thing.
did we?
I mean-
No.
Including Michael B.
There you go.
Yeah.
Courtney, hold up. Courtney B is just mad. Nobody's interviewing him. Courtney B is that guy. It's like, I'm tired of y'all talking about Black Panther. You know, like, come on, give me some attention. Yes, everybody dies. Michael B. Jordan is there. I am mad that I'm not in this movie. That's basically what happened. He's just a bitter. But I will say, we have to put the picture. When he spilled the beans, did you see Angela Bassett's eye? Look at that side eye. Look at the side eye, people.
That side I said, when we get home, you're not gonna get any.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I have to believe, though, if you're Angela Bassett and you look that fierce in that gown, not a lot gets you upset. Like, honestly, I don't think she's that upset. She's got, look how amazing she looks. Doesn't she look amazing? But, by the way, go ahead.
Devyn, does this ruin the sequel?
It does ruin the sequel for me, and Michael Yo earlier ruined it even more because he came up with the storyline that may or may not
I
be
know
true,
what's gonna
but-
happen. Okay.
No, don't ruin it.
No.
Because, okay, clap if you saw Black Panther and liked it. Right, so I understand that we did not see Michael technically die. However, Killmonger, like, it would have been nice to be surprised, right? Like, going into the movie, ooh, he pops in. Now y'all done ruined the I mean, I'm gonna still see it twice. But
you acting
ruined
like
it.
I ruined the movie. No, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen since we know he's gonna be in it. Okay, so there's gonna be.
Michael is on the writing team, but go ahead.
I don't know anything, but this is what I think is gonna happen. There's a villain, a new villain, and Black Panther's gonna fight him. Oh, I can't beat this new villain. I need help. Oh my God, let me get Michael B. Jordan. They give him those flowers in the movie. Michael B. Jordan comes back, and vibranium, boom, and they fight this dude. Into the movie, boom. There it is.
By the
Black
way,
Panther.
See, we're not even friends anymore. Ruin the movie.
If you haven't seen it during Black History Month, it's going to be free in theaters, so you're going to be able to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of loose lips,
Yeah.
sometimes family members have loose lips. In this case, Marie Osmond. I don't know if you guys are watching The Masked Singer, which is
Yes, I love it.
right?
Great
And
show.
it's rumored that Donny Osmond is one of the characters. Let's take a look. It's the peacock, right? Do we have a picture of the peacock? Yeah. I mean, I see Donny Osmond. I see
Look
it.
at that stand.
Look at that nose.
That's him.
So our forensic pop culture experts actually unearthed this clip of Marie on Access Hollywood Live, and I think she slips. She slips. Let's take a look.
He's great as the peacock.
He's great as the peacock. What do
Tell
you
us.
think?
Is he a peacock? Oh.
Okay, wait,
Is
how old? You said you started
he?
performing when you were 3. How old was Donnie when he started performing?
We started the same year. He was 5, I was 3.
That's one of
We-
the clues he gave away.
Was he friends
Yeah,
with
I
Michael
know.
Jackson?
I know, I told him, I said, why are you giving away such easy clues?
You confirm he's the peacock.
I think she slipped. You don't think she slipped?
I don't, because the smile afterwards
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
like,
actually.
I got you. No, I don't think she didn't go like, oops.
She's been in this industry for 5 decades. She knows how to play the press, and that's what she's doing right here. She's not giving nothing away. She knows what I've interviewed this woman several times, over 10 times, and she always knows how to manipulate the press. You go, girl. You do your thing. That's all I got to say.
It's on tomorrow night. It's on Wednesday night. So we'll have to
Well,
see
I
what
can't wait to watch it. I love it. All right, Married at First Sight airs tonight, and fans of the show are anxious to see if one couple makes it past the honeymoon. Now, last week on the show, newlyweds Luke and Kate had their first kiss, and it didn't go the way Kate imagined. Take a look.
Luke and I just kissed for the first time, and I could sense something was wrong, and so he pulled away. I asked him if he was okay, and he said that he felt dead inside. And then he went to the bathroom, and I asked him if he was okay again, and he said that he just felt repulsed. And I'm just kind of in shock. I am on my honeymoon, and I was just expecting things to go so much differently.
I love how she says something didn't feel right. Yeah, you got married at first sight. That's why it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Come on now. Seriously.
Okay,
Seriously.
I've got to come to you, Devyn, because you are a matchmaker. Should she have walked away?
So in real life, should she have walked away?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is this real life? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So no, and initially when I first heard about this, I thought the guy was a total jerk, right? And I do think he communicated in a very self-centered way. However, as a matchmaker, I do see this a lot with men. They have a physical type. And whereas women emotionally sometimes, because there's a lot more we require or we're looking for in the beginning from our partners, we can sort of overlook maybe he's not quite as tall, but he's a good provider, does this or funny or whatever. Men, it's not the same. They want 4 things. They say, am I attracted to her? Do I have fun with her? Do I respect her? And do we have the same goals? And honey, if you were missing number 1, it's not gonna change. And he likes brown-skinned women. He has said he likes brown-skinned women. She ain't a brown-skinned woman.
Yeah.
And he was honest up front, too.
And he was honest up front.
And he was always honest about it.
I know, but the point of the show is to have, you have a sociologist, you have a minister, you have all these other people, and they have put you together kind of like, those dating services. They put you together, I think, to get out of your norm and to say, let's dig a little deeper, like psychologically, who you would be attracted to. So what do you think, Brian?
Or make good TV. Like I know you want some of them to work out, but you wouldn't have drama if all of them worked out. So I worry that there's a little bit of like good TV at play, but choose your words carefully. When you say you felt dead inside, like, how do you get over that? I feel like love is like Jenga, and you don't know which piece is gonna make it all fall apart.
Yeah.
If somebody says to me that I make you feel dead inside, I feel like if you had a kid and a friend said that to him, you're like, you're hanging out with the wrong friends.
Right.
So do not marry this person.
Right.
Do not marry this person.
Dead inside and repulsed. What you got?
I mean, the biggest thing to me is there's a huge gay community that can't get married because of the sanctity of marriage. But yet, TV shows like this and The Bachelor have nothing to do with the sanctity of marriage, and that's why I don't like shows like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know it's entertainment, but marriage is holy. Marriage is something we need to uphold, and I think that's why the divorce rates are so high, because we're watching garbage like this. And it's a thing where we need to hold it to a higher value.
Michael, I hear your point, but actually, divorce rates are going down. But anyway, that's not...
Oh, excuse me.
No, but I keep thinking about arranged marriages, and this to me feels like an arranged marriage. And you go in with the intention to stay together, to beat all odds. So I think this show it's the exact opposite of The Bachelor, because I think what you're saying is, I am going to put myself with a person that...
No, I'm going to force myself with a person.
Well, what is arranged marriage?
That's exactly. It is arranged marriage, which is still outside of the Western world, like the most common form of marriage today.
But that doesn't make it right.
Still.
That doesn't make it right.
Speak to someone who's had an arranged marriage that's been married for 50 years. Like
all about context.
it's about context.
All right.
I hear what you're saying, Michael.
Okay.
Totally.
All right.
It's about context.
Married at First Sight airs tonight on Lifetime. Check it out. All right. Real Housewives of New York returns in March. Okay, you guys. And judging by the new trailer, fans, you all will not be disappointed. Look at the drama.
Go, Tinsley.
Go to sleep now.
Welcome to Christmas with the Countess.
I can't even believe you act this way. Cabaret all day. Life is not a cabaret.
You should apologize.
You're the only one that wants to talk all the time.
You are insufferable. Don't touch those f***ing ladders!
Don't tell me what to say.
I'll say whatever I f***ing want.
Are you leaving me now, bitch? You're sicko!
Stay out of it.
Make me.
I'm miserable.
Okay.
God, really?
I love it. I mean,
It's a lot.
it is a sitcom on steroids. These women are absolutely entertaining, and we love them.
And they all get it.
Yeah.
They all in on the joke, and they know how to. They know how to make great television.
But we get
they start out
her.
getting it, and then they really get mad at each other. And then you're like, why do you hang out together?
Yeah, they're so good. It's so good.
It's so good.
Yes,
And
yes.
season 11 of The Real Housewives of New York premieres March 6th on Bravo.